Hi, welcome to Diary Influencer. In this video, I will show you on how you can create a kid's flipping storybook just like this one by only using ChatGPT and Canva. I will also show you on how you can turn this exact storybook into a full HD video. I bet you don't want to miss any part of this entire process. And if you're new to our channel, consider subscribing because value awaits you. So the first thing that you need is a story to tell. So make sure you make your stories educational and value adding to the lives of the kids. So to write our story, we will go to ChatGPT. So once we are on ChatGPT, this is the prompt I want us to ask ChatGPT. Write a heart-touching story about two best friends, a rabbit and a tortoise, that teaches kids about love and kindness. So click on enter and ChatGPT will write an interesting story for us. You can copy this entire story and you can go to a Google Doc and paste your story there. So if you would like to change the phrase of the text, the way it sounds, maybe you want to add in your own feeling to the entire story, you can simply do that from here. Or you can simply use an AI tool to paraphrase the entire story for you. So the AI tool I like using is cubot.com. So just come to cubot.com and there are a lot of things that you can do here, beginning from grammar check, or you can check for plagiarism, and it can also be used as a summarizer. So what I'll simply do here is, let me give you an example. For example, you want to paraphrase this first paragraph, you can copy it, bring it to Cubot, and simply paste it here. So once you paste it here, the only thing that you need to do is to click on this paraphrase button, and your text will be paraphrased just like that. So look at the way it starts. So the one we had generated from ChatGPT begins like this. Once upon a time, in the enchanting land of Harmony Hills, there lived two inseparable friends. And after we've paraphrased it, this is the way it will be. A wise tortoise named Theo and a loving rabbit named Rosie were two best friends who lived in the magical country of Harmony Hills once upon a time. So it's up to you. You can choose any you would like to use. If you choose to use this one, would encourage you to copy it and paste it in a new doc. So once this is done, the next thing that we need is to generate images so that we can create the book itself. So to do that, we will go to Canva. So once we're on Canva, we will come to where it says create a design, or we can just search for what we want to create here. We will click on create a design and you can search for Storybook. That's if you can't find it here. As for me, it is here. So click on it like that, and it will open on a new blank canvas. So what we simply have to do from here is we can come to where it says design, and there are a lot of designs here that Canva has provided us with. We can choose any of these designs and start working from there, or we can simply begin from scratch by adding in our own color and begin adding in our own things from there. So if we were to begin from scratch, this is what we'll do. So the first thing that we need is a color for our template. So we'll come to this background color icon, we'll click on it. Then from there we can choose any color that we prefer. For example, let's say we love this blue. We can set it there. Don't mind these clouds, just add them there. So you can delete them or you can simply leave them there. I'll leave them there. So from here, what I'll simply do is I'll come to elements and I'll scroll down and I'll come to frames. So there are different type of frames that we can use. So like we have the basic shapes, we've got the film and photo. So we've got for devices, we've got paper, flowers, blob, retro, letters, numbers. The list is quite huge. So for example, let's say we love for blobs. We can click on more, or we can click on blobs itself, and we can select any of these pre-made frames to use on our design. So let's say we love this one. So we can bring it here and we can rotate it like this. We can increase the size up to that. We can resize it like that. So the next thing that I would do from here is I will bring in some text here on top, as in introducing the name of our story. So I'll go to text and I'll click on add text and I'll go back to ChatGPT. I'll copy this as our title for the story, go back to Canva, and I'll paste it there. So what we simply have to do from here is we can play with the font, we can play with the color of the text, we can play with the effects and the transparency of our text. So make sure you take your time in designing that title for your text. Okay, like that. And then from there, what you want to do is you want to add in another page. Okay, so once you add in another page, we'll go back to elements and we'll add in another blob. So the next thing is you want to add in another page. Again, you keep on adding in blobs to your page. So what we'll simply do here, after we've added in 2 or 3 blobs, we'll go back to the first one, and what we want to do is go back to our story, and we need to copy sentence by sentence. So on the first sentence here, we'll copy the text, go back to Canva, and we'll click on text, add little text, and we'll paste in our story there. So what we want to do is, we want to reduce the size like that, drag our text there, increase the size to that much. We'll go back to the next blob, repeat the same thing. We copy the next sentence, come back to Canva, we go to the next page or to the third page, we click on add a little bit of text, and we paste in our text there. So we resize it like that. Okay, so you keep on repeating the same thing until you are done with all your blobs. So once you finish adding in your text and your blobs, what you simply have to do is you can change the font of your text as well. And once you finish changing your text, it's now time to start adding in some images for our background. So to do this, read each text that you have and come to where it says apps, go to Magic Me, and here you can copy this text and paste it here. Or you can copy something from this text and you simply paste it here. We know to say Rosie is the rabbit and Theo is the tortoise. We can simply write rabbit and tortoise. And the style, you can scroll down and choose playful. And the aspect ratio, you can leave it the way it is. And you can click on generate image. Just look at the images that Canva has just generated for us. So I think I love the second one. What you can simply do here is you can click on it, and once it comes here, what you simply have to do is you drag it onto your frame like that, and it will be inside your frame. So what you simply have to do is you need to rotate it, because I had rotated my frame. So this is very perfect and very excellent. From there, you click on where it says done, and your image will be inserted like that. You can increase the size to like that. Okay, so this is very excellent. Look at what it has written. So a wise tortoise named Theo and a loving rabbit named Rosie. We can simply copy up to here, and we can come back to Magic Me, and we can paste our prompt there and click on where it says CO and click on playful, which is the digital art. You can select any type of art that you prefer, but for this video's sake, we'll click on playful, and our aspect ratio, we'll choose it to be a square. Then we'll click on generate. Okay, so just look at the amazing photos that Canva is creating for us. So if you do not like the ones that you see, you can simply click on generate again, and it will regenerate the images for you. For example, let's say I like this one, and I also like this one, and I also like this one. Then I decide to make sure you download them before you regenerate, in case the ones that come up next, you do not like them, you prefer the ones that came previously. So what you simply have to do is download them in advance, then from there just click on generate again. Once you select the image and drag it, it will be automatically downloaded. So click on generate again. Just look at what Canva has generated for us. So you can compare between these, which one you would prefer. So I think I'll go with this one. You keep on repeating the same process. Delete this, you drag this on top here, and let's delete this and delete this one. So what you can simply do here, if it is upside down, it is upside down to me because I had rotated these blobs, these frames. So if you do not rotate them, it will not be upside down. So what I'll simply do here is to rotate it. I will double click on it, then this box will appear. Then what I'll simply have to do is I will rotate it like that, and then I'll reduce the size so that it fits my frame. Once I'm done, all I have to do is click on done, and you can increase this size like that. So this is very amazing and very interesting. So to generate the next image, read through the sentence that you have, check the characters that are there. If there is a tortoise, copy the word tortoise and paste it in Magic Media and generate the image for a tortoise. If it is a rabbit, copy the word rabbit and paste it in Magic Media and generate the image for rabbit. If it's both of them, copy both of them and generate images for both of them. Repeat this process for the entire story that you have. So once you finish adding in your text and your images like that, you can also add in some little objects in the background and make the transparent a little bit light. So what I mean is this, on this part where it includes the word butterfly, what I can simply do here is I can go to elements, go back and search for butterflies. After that, click on graphics and select any butterfly. Let's say the pink one. Can resize it like that. Can add it here at the top. Then I come here to where it says transparency and I reduce the transparency to that much. Beautifully, like that. So you keep repeating the whole process for the entire book until you are done. Okay, so this is very wonderful and very excellent. Now that we've finished designing and generating our storybook, the next thing that I want to do is to show you how you can save it as a flipping book. Now, before I do that, I want us to download this book as a PDF file. So to do this, we will come to share and we would click on download and we'll download it as a PDF file. The reason why we are downloading it as a PDF file is it will help us when it comes to converting this same storybook into an HD video. So now that we finished downloading it, so let me show you how you can save it as a flipping book. So to do this, we will come back to share and we'll come to where it says a simple booklet flip. If you do not see it here, you can simply scroll down and click on more and scroll to the bottom of this and you simply find it there. So you click on simple booklet flip and make sure all your images, all the number of images or pages are selected and you click on save. Once it finishes preparing and saving your simple booklet flip, for you to view it, you can simply click on where it says view in simple booklet flip. You can close this page. Okay, so this is our book. Our book is ready. So we can click on our book to view the way it looks. So click on this book. Okay, so this is the book that we've just saved. So we can click on this arrow for us to flip the pages. Okay, just look at that. This is very wonderful. Wow, this is very colorful and very excellent. Okay, now that we have our flipping book ready, it's now time to convert this flipping book into an HD video that we can upload on our YouTube channel. If you find value in this video, make sure you leave a like. It will really mean a lot. And subscribe to our channel. That's if you haven't subscribed already. So for us to convert it or to turn it into an HD video that we can upload on YouTube, what we simply have to do is let's open that book we had downloaded as a PDF file. Okay, so once we open that book that we had downloaded as a PDF file, what we simply have to do is we need to convert this text that we see here as an audio. I want you to follow these steps carefully. So the first thing is we'll convert this as an audio and we'll also convert this as an audio, this text, and we'll also convert this text that we see here as an audio up to the end of the entire book. So we'll do them individually. There is a reason why we are doing this. It will be easy for us when it comes to editing. So to do this, I will copy this first part and I will go to 11 Labs. So this is a wonderful text to speech software that you can simply use. And the good part of this software is you can monetize your content. That's the good part about this. So make sure you're on text to speech, and from there I want you to scroll down and come to where it says add voices. So click on this drop down arrow and choose the voiceover that you want. So I prefer Dorothy, so I'll select Dorothy, and then I will paste my text here. Then from there, I'll scroll a little bit down and I'll come to where it says generate audio. After my audio has been generated, if I like the way it sounds, I'll come to the download button here at the bottom and I'll download it like that. So I'll go back to my PDF file and I'll copy the story on the next page. I'll go back to 11 Labs and I'll paste my story there. So I'll click on generate, and once it finishes generating my audio, I'll click on download. So you keep repeating the process of generating your audio until you are finished. So now that you are done generating your audio, now where is the video? How are you going to make this video? So to do this, we will go back to our book that we had generated, and what we are supposed to do here is we are going to record this screen which is here, and to do this we're going to use a screen recording software which is free to use, completely free, and this software is called OBS. So just go to Google and search for OBS and click on the first link that pops up, and you can download OBS for Windows, for Mac, or for Linux. So once you are done, install it on your computer. So once you install it, open it. Okay, so once you open OBS Studio, it will look like this. Maybe yours will come with some few settings that you need to do, so make sure you do them, and once you're done, it will appear just like the way it's appearing on my screen. So the next thing that you need to do is to come where it says start recording. Yours will show start recording. Mine is showing to say stop recording because I'm recording this video right now as I'm talking to you right now. Yours will bring start recording. So you just click on start recording and your screen will start recording. So you just minimize it like that and go back to the book. So what you simply have to do is wait for OBS Studio to record at least 15 seconds of this page, and once that is done, you click on next. Also here, wait for it to be recorded for about 30 seconds because there are 2 pages here. Once that is done, you click on next. Again here, you also wait for it to record this part for about 30 seconds. Once it's done, you click on next. So even here, you repeat the same process up to the end of the book. So now once it is done, you go back to OBS and you click on stop. So you will find your files, your video here. So just click on files and show recordings, and you usually find your recordings here. So once now we've finished recording our video, what we simply have to do is to put together this video that we have and the audio that we have in order for us to come up with that excellent HD video. I will show you the results at the end of this video. So to do this, we will go to CapCut. This is the tool that we will use to edit our video. So once we open CapCut, we'll click on where it says new project, and we'll need to import the audio that we had downloaded from 11 Labs and the video that we had recorded using OBS. And I will import everything here on CapCut. So once everything has been imported, it's time to start editing the video. So the first thing that I'll do is I'll drag my video here on the timeline and I'll resize it a bit like that. Then what I'll do is I'll drag my mouse somewhere here and I will zoom in this part so that we can hide some of the parts which are being displayed on our screen. So to do this, I'll just zoom in like that, just up to there, then think up to that much. This is very good. Then I'm going to erase this first part which has got OBS. Okay, like that. Very good. Once that is done, it's time to add in our audio. So I'll drag the first audio and I'll place my first audio here. Then what I simply have to do is I have to listen to it. Where the book flips to the second page, I need to add in the second audio and the third audio. Then from there, I need to go to the fourth audio where the book flips to the fourth and the fifth page. I'll add in the fourth and the fifth audio and keep on repeating the same process until I'm done up to the final end of the book. Now that we've finished editing our video, so the next thing that I would love to add to make our video even more interesting are some background music, just some soft melodies in the background. Then what I simply have to do is to listen to it and hear the way it sounds.
Rosie and Theo's endless friendship.
If I like the way it sounds, I will come to where it says export and I'll give a title to my video and I'll export it like that. So before we listen to the final product, the way it sounds, please let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about today's tutorial. And also don't forget to let me know how your channel is doing in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you, and thank you for staying this far. May God richly bless you. So let's listen to the final product.
Rosie and Theo's endless friendship. A wise tortoise named Theo and a loving rabbit named Rosie were two best friends who lived in the magical country of Harmony Hills once upon a time.